In 2021, a friend told me I should start a YouTube channel. Now, I thought about it, then I watched a few channels, I watched a lot of channels, and I thought I would love to share what I know to be useful, but I don't know how to make a professional video. I don't know how to edit. I don't know all the different platforms, the tools, any of it. So I didn't start a YouTube channel for 5 years. And here's what I know now that I wish I'd known then. Ready is not a feeling you wait for. Ready is something you build. A pattern I see consistently with the people I work with and in myself. We postpone the hard things until we feel ready, until we have enough knowledge, enough confidence, enough time, enough of whatever it is we think we're missing. But readiness doesn't arrive before we start, it arrives because of it. So there's this phrase I keep coming back to from The Bear. Let it rip. If you've watched this series, you'll know the whole show is essentially one incredibly powerful and emotional lesson in facing hard things and committing fully once you've done the preparation. Let it rip is an attitude that says, trust your preparation. Stop overthinking, commit to the moment, and accept that it won't be perfect. And my favorite action, execute with everything you've got. So I partied hard, I served in the reserve forces, I've moved countries, changed careers, and somewhere in there fell in love with the mountains and trail and ultra running. So standing in someone else's shoes comes naturally to me, probably because I've worn a few different pairs myself. I've experienced a lot in life, and somewhere along the way I realized that experience isn't just mine to keep, it's mine to share and hopefully help someone. So I knew I wanted to start this channel, but I just kept bumping into everything I didn't know how to do. And there's something kind of shifted. I stopped asking, am I ready? And started asking a different question. What's the smallest thing I can do today? Because here's what I know from running 200-mile races. You don't think about the finish line at mile 3. You think about the next aid station, the next mile marker, and then when you're deep in the race, often it's just the next step and the next one. So I broke metal TV down into pieces. What do I need to do to film a quality video? Now I know it's obvious. A phone and a reasonable space to do that in. What do I need to edit? A friend shared that CapCut works and it's free, and that's what I use. And then what do I need to say? No, I need to say what I already know. So I didn't start this channel knowing everything. I started it knowing just enough. And this video right here is the first one I'm going to be adding B-roll to, or it's got B-roll for the first time. I'm learning as I go, and that's the point. So how do you actually stop waiting and start moving? Here are 3 simple things that work, not in theory, in practice. I'm all about the practice. Number 1, eat the jackfruit. Now, you know the phrase, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. I'm plant-based, so I switched it to the biggest fruit vegetable I could think of. How do you eat a jackfruit? I mean, have you seen the size of a jackfruit? They're huge, they're enormous. And yet, 1 piece at a time is completely manageable and super tasty if you know how to make faux pulled pork. So take your hard thing, break it into 10 smaller things, and then take one of those small things and break it into 2, 3, 4 actions. Write it down, and suddenly the thing that felt impossible has a first step. And that first step you can take today. Number 2, get a notebook. I'm a huge Jim Rohn fan, and one of the simplest things he ever said was write it down. Not on your phone, in a notebook. There's something tangible, something about the physical act of writing that commits an idea to your nervous system in a way that typing simply doesn't. It doesn't have to be an expensive notebook. My favorite is a simple composition book, just a few bucks. And it has to be a notebook you actually want to pick up or can take with you. So find one and a pen as well that you like using, and then that's it. That small thing lowers the barrier to starting, And lowering barriers is everything. So number 3, recognize the test when it comes, because here's what nobody tells you about when doing hard things. The moment when you most want to stop is almost never the moment things are actually falling apart. It's a test. It's the point where your brain decides, are you serious about this or not? So in racing, I know this feeling intimately. When you're closest to quitting, that's the moment to carry on. Not because it's easy, because that's exactly when it counts, when it's important. And what's hard for me and what's hard for you are completely different things, which is beautiful and unique and wonderful. So starting this YouTube channel has been my version of hard. Yours might be a course that you wanted to take, but you've kept putting it off. The fear feels identical, and the mechanism is the same, and the tools, they work the same way too. I'm thrilled, I really am, that I did start this channel, not because it's perfect, it isn't, but because every video teaches me something. Every week I make a little adjustment, and that only happens because I started before I was ready. So here's what I want to leave you with. You already know what your hard thing is, don't you? The thing you've been waiting to feel ready for. And I'll let you into a secret. You don't need more time. I promise you, you don't need more knowledge. You don't need to have all the answers. You need a notebook, a first step, and a sprinkling of willingness and vulnerability to find out what you're made of. So eat the mighty jackfruit, one piece at a time. If this has landed, subscribe. You now have 3 elements to earn the right to let it rip. This is Metal TV. See you in the next one.